Do you ever feel like no matter how you try, something invisible is holding you back? Do you feel like something invisible is preventing you from becoming? Do you feel like something invisible is preventing you from growing as a mom? Now, chances are your beliefs are limiting you. And those beliefs of yours are silently controlling you. These beliefs are silently controlling everything you do as a mom and your parenting, everything around you, because your belief translates, it trickles down to every other thing you do as a mom. Do you feel stuck? Do you feel like you were never enough? Do you wait to seek the validation of other people before you begin to feel worthy, or before you begin to feel enough as a mom? Do you self-sabotage yourself? Do you shortchange yourself? Do you procrastinate your growth as a person? Do you keep saying, oh, I'm going to read this book today, I'm going to read it tomorrow, I'm going to attend this course? Do you procrastinate that thing you know is of great benefit to you? Do you think that your children's success depend entirely on you as a mom avoiding mistakes? Do you think you're responsible for the success of your children? Do you think that if you avoid mistakes, your children will succeed? Or let us get everything right 100% so my child can succeed? Do you find it difficult to say no? Most of us are coming from this place where we find it difficult to say no. And the truth is that when you find it difficult to say no, you find yourself people pleasing. So you please the next person over yourself. You try to do the bidding of the next person instead of considering what matters most to you, your God, and your value. Do you find it difficult to set boundaries? You're so scared of setting boundaries. You say, oh, you say things like, oh my God, if I set these boundaries, I might lose this friend, I might lose this person might not understand me. As a mom, are you scared of judgments? You want everything to be 100%. You want to look perfect in the eyes of people so that you don't see that people are judging, so you don't feel judged. Do you feel powerless over your emotions? Do you find it difficult to manage your emotions? Do you find it difficult to pause? Do you find it difficult to breathe? Do you find it difficult to make decisions? Do you constantly procrastinate? Even though you know this thing is of great benefit for you, do you find yourself constantly procrastinating? Do you find yourself constantly believe that, oh, you can't achieve a lot of things? Do you undermine your confidence as a mom? Do you feel, oh, the next person is more confident than me? The next mom is more confident than me? The next mom has got everything figured out more than me? Do you self-doubt yourself? You don't believe you can do it. You don't believe you can try. You don't believe you can start something and succeed. You self-doubt yourself to the point that you get stuck because you don't want to make mistake. You don't want to try, so you just get stuck. Are you that kind of mom? Now I'm here to tell you that limiting beliefs are subconscious thoughts. Those thoughts that subconsciously tell you things that do not serve you. Those thoughts that subconsciously come to you and say things like you are not capable. That's a limiting belief. That thought that subconsciously tell you you do not deserve this. You're not worthy of love. You're not worthy of this. That is a limiting belief. That thought that tells you you're not a good mom, that is a limiting belief. And we need to step away from that place. And that is why we're having this conversation today. Now, most of these beliefs we have as moms start in childhood. Most of these beliefs we have as moms start probably with our experiences, growing up, what we experienced, what we saw. Some of these beliefs is even from the society, because the environment is very big. The environment is bigger than your values. Some of these beliefs are the things we pick up from the society, the message we get from the society, the feedback we get from the society. These things quietly shape who we become. as moms. These things quietly shape our thoughts. These messages, this feedback we get from the society, from our upbringing, from our childhood, quietly shape the decisions we make. That is why you find out that you bring two people, excuse me, from two different backgrounds, and their decisions tend to be different. You bring two people from different background, different experiences, different environment, different location, and you find out that their thought pattern is different. Their decisions are different. The way they think, the way they react, the way they handle situations are totally different, because our childhood has a role to play. The environment, everything about us, our growing up has a role to play in shaping our thoughts, in shaping our decisions, in shaping the things we say to ourselves. And it also relates to how, it also translates to how we relate with our children, because your child understands your thoughts, because these thoughts are subconscious. So sometimes subconsciously, through your actions, through your decisions, through the things you say, you subconsciously pass down this thought, these actions, this decision, this self-talk to your child. But the good news is that you can identify that limiting belief as a mom. And that is why we are having this conversation. Because when you identify that limiting belief, it changes everything for you. It makes you to get to this point where you feel empowered. And you begin to replace that limiting belief with empowering truths. You begin to replace it with the truths that will empower you. And the transformation for us is that the shift we can get as moms, that most of us don't realize that the confidence struggle we have is caused by the beliefs we unconsciously never chose for ourselves. That issue you have, that confidence issue you have, you cannot stand and look at a woman in the eye, or you cannot have a conversation, or your head is bent down low, or you feel someone is greater than you, not in honor in this sense. We need to honor people, but you just feel you're not worthy to maybe sit in a space, have a conversation with someone. It's caused by our limiting beliefs that we never consciously chose. Sometimes you did not choose to be shy, you did not choose to feel unworthy, but you just find yourself this way. But the good news is that we can rewrite our beliefs. You can rewrite your beliefs. I can rewrite my belief. That thing that is holding you down, that thing that is preventing you from stepping into your power, you can learn to rewrite it today. Because when you rewrite your belief, when you rewrite the story, it completely changes everything about you. It changes the way you live your life. It changes the way you parent your children. It changes the way you see life. It changes the way you make choices, the way you make decisions, the things you say to yourself. So we must replace our limiting beliefs with empowering beliefs. As a mom, we must model courage to ourselves, to our children, and we must model self-belief, because when we do that, when we model courage and self-belief, we give our children a foundation of confidence and resilience. We give our children opportunity to be confident, opportunity to be resilient, opportunity to thrive. So how can we get to this point where we are confident as moms? How can we break free from our limiting beliefs? Those beliefs that has held us bound for so long, that makes us unconsciously make choices, decisions that we would not ordinarily want to make. What can we do? Number one, we must identify that limiting belief. So ask yourself, what do I believe about myself that holds me back? Do you believe that other people are better than you? Do you believe the next woman over there is better than you? Do you believe the next person over there is better than you? Or the next child is better than your child? Do you believe you're unworthy? Do you believe that you need a validation of people before you can begin to live? What is that thing that you believe about yourself that is holding you back? You must first of all identify that thing. First of all, for you to start your journey of moving away from those limiting beliefs. So what is it for you? It could be different things for different people. Some people could feel unworthy. Some people could feel unloved. Some people could feel different things. What is that belief that is holding you back? Then when you identify that belief, the second thing you can do is to challenge that belief. Ask yourself, is this belief true? This belief I have about myself, is it really true? Am I wrong? Or is it just my thoughts playing here? For example, if you feel unworthy, ask yourself, am I really unworthy? But I'm a creator. I'm a creation of God. God created me in his image and likeness, and he said I am worthy, and he said everything he created is good. Am I really unworthy? Ask yourself, this belief I have about myself, is it really true? You believe that you cannot have a conversation with someone, you're shy. Ask yourself, is it really true? But I can have a conversation. Other people can have a conversation with this person. So it's my mind playing here. So when you identify the limiting belief, then you challenge the limiting belief. Then the next thing you can do as a mom is to rewrite your belief. Replace that negative belief with an empowering statement. For example, thank you for joining me. The belief that says you are not worthy, the belief that says you are not capable, you tell yourself, you replace it with a positive statement and say things like, I am capable of growth. I am worthy of growth. I am growing. I am becoming. I am on a journey. I am worthy of love. If you believe you're not loved, if you believe you're not worthy, if you believe you need to seek the validation of people before you start to live your life, replace those limiting beliefs with empowering statements. Replace those beliefs by telling yourself things like, I am enough. I am good. Because when God created us, God said everything, including you, including me, all of us as moms, we are good. So replace that negative belief with an empowering statement. When you do that, it helps you to walk away from that place where you are limited in your thoughts, or you just believe something that is holding you back. Then the last thing we can do is to act against the belief. So take one small action today. You're listening to me, you're watching this video as a replay. Take one small action today that can prove your new belief. What is that action you can do? Do you need to speak up? Do you need to affirm yourself more? Do you need to set more boundaries? Do you need to try a new approach? Take one action today that can affirm what you've done as regards working, stepping away from that place of limitation. So if you need to wake up in the morning and affirm yourself, go ahead and do it. If you need to speak up, probably in a place where there's a conversation going on and your opinion is sorted, if you need to speak up, go ahead and speak up. If you need to contribute your own thoughts, go ahead and do it. You don't need to sit down and not say, oh, I can't speak. No, you must carry out an action for what you're doing to work. If you tell yourself, I am worthy, I am enough, I am capable, and the time comes for you to disadvantage to you. So we must understand that our beliefs shape our reality. Your belief as a mom shapes your reality. Your belief as a person shapes your reality. The truth is that everything we do is a function of our belief coming from. So your beliefs shape your reality and the reality of your child. Remember that these beliefs, sometimes unconsciously, you pass it down through your choices. You pass it down through your decisions. Sometimes unconsciously, you pass it down through self-talk. Sometimes unconsciously you pass it down through the things you say to your husband, through the things you say to your child, through the things you say to your colleagues. Sometimes unconsciously the things you did not know you were going to say just come up. That is to tell us that our belief shape our reality, and it shapes the reality of your child, your husband, your wife, and everyone around you. So today we must break free from our limiting beliefs. Those beliefs that has held us bound for so long. That thing that has told you that you were not worthy. That thing that has told you you were not good enough. That thing that has told you that as a mom, this other person is better than you. That thing that has told you you cannot start a business, you cannot do this, you cannot get this job, you cannot do that thing that is holding you back. We can choose today to break free from that form of limitation. And when you do that, when we do that, we begin to step into a life of confidence. We begin to step into a life where we feel courageous to try. You get to this point of realization that you're not scared of trying. You're not scared of making mistake, because if you make mistake, you understand that it is okay to make mistake. And when you do that, you pass on the right message to your child. You tell your child that yes, you are a masterpiece. Even though you're a work in progress, you can still come out to be the best version of yourself. And when you give your child this opportunity, the child feels safe. The child feels warm. The child feels like, okay, I am understood in this environment. This is the right environment for me. This environment is nurturing. The child feels like I have the opportunity to become better every single day, because you have given your child an opportunity to be better. You've been able to walk away from your limitation. So your thoughts, your decisions, your self-talk, and everything you do is not controlled by that limiting thoughts, by that limiting belief you have. So today, I want to charge you. I want to charge us to break free from any limiting belief that has held us bound. Because the truth is that when you are in that state, you are shortchanging yourself, because you are a God. You are a creator like our Father God. You are a God, you are a masterpiece. And the Bible said you are a city set upon the hill. You must shine your light for the world to see. When you're stuck with limitation, you will not be able to shine your light, and you're going to shortchange yourself. Remember, this life is a temporary place. You're going to give account of your talent, everything you have as a mom, as an individual. What account are you going to give? Have you lived your best life? Are you the masterpiece that God has called you to be? For us to be the masterpieces we are, for you to act in this identity of being a God, of being worthy, being enough, you must break free from any form of limitation that is holding you back. I believe this has been so helpful. Please like this video. Please share this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Renewed Parent Academy. Thank you very much for your time. I really do appreciate your time. I do not take your time for granted. Until I come your way next time, my name is Chioma Odikolo. Thank you, and do have a great day. Bye.